All right, so welcome. If you're joining me now or later, I appreciate you watching. If you have two yoga blocks, it would help you practice a little bit, or actually a lot. When I first started practicing, I as something that you would do when you weren't a true yogi. But now, as I've been practicing for decades, practicing without blocks, I feel awesome. So they're great for modification. They're great, really, actually, not to lessen a pose, but to really deepen. So if you have blocks, that would be great. A towel of some sort to assist with any arm binds if we find ourselves there would also be great. Hoping my dogs will calm down in a minute or two. Now they are just looking out. So anyway, if you could, when you're ready, get started in a seated position. Couple choices for that. You can either find the same variation that I am in, which is a modified hero pose. My knees are together, my ankles are wide, and I'm sitting down onto a block or two. If you have a blanket or some other variation of a block, that would also work. Sometimes this is too much on the tops of the feet, so I've actually been recovering from a sprained ankle from well over a month ago, so I will probably find a modified easy pose, Winston Beckham, where just a crisscross applesauce, a little bit of an elevation on the hips. Once you arrive here, you can let the eyes close, let the palms either rest facing up along the center of the body, or maybe allow them to be face down along your thighs or the outsides of your knees. Take a long breath in through the nose, letting the mouth open and breathe out. Doing that one more time. Long breath in through the nose, letting the mouth open and exhale. From here, let your breath travel in and out of the nose. And the focus of today's class really is on the holiday that's coming up. Knowing that this holiday might be a little different than past in the sense that you might not be gathering with as many as you want to or as many as you are used to. And so, as I mentioned in the name of the class, if you noticed, it was a pay it forward flow, and not necessarily paying it forward like you maybe have thought of, paying for the person's coffee behind you while in the drive-through, or when you receive a gift, paying it forward with a gift to someone else. Not tangible pay it forward, but rather energetically. Really thinking specifically of those that are physically on Earth that we will not be able to be with on the holiday, and also those who aren't physically with us on Earth, who won't be with us on the holiday. Sending them our energy, our positive energy, in the form of what's often called a loving kindness meditation. And so repeat these phrases at the beginning, somewhere towards the middle, and as well as the end of class. And we'll direct the energy not only towards ourselves first, but then towards someone we care about, maybe even someone who challenges us. So when you are ready, you can bring your hands to heart center to prayer position. And again, we're directing these words and pieces of energy towards ourself at first, because self-care comes first before we can actually care for others. May you know love. May you be at peace. May you have patience. May you give more than you feel the need to receive. May you live a life of ease. Directing those same words towards someone you care about. Walter. Hey, enough. May they know love. May they be at peace. May they have patience. May they give more than they feel the need to receive. May they live a life of ease. Taking a long breath in and a breath out. Letting the eyes open if they're not already there. Extending your prayer up towards the sky and twisting to the right, bringing the left arm out in front, the right arm behind you, tenting the fingertips rather than slouching to the mat. Winston, dude, my dog will not relax. Hey, hey. Take a full breath in, lengthen the spine. And a long breath out. Another full inhale. And an exhale. Final breath in, think long spine, get grounding down to the sit bones. And a long exhale. Coming back to center, hands returning to prayer, extend that prayer to the sky, twisting to the left. Tenting the fingertips, keeping the spine long, breathing here for 3 rounds. 2 rounds of breath. Taking another full breath in. And lingering there with the breath out. Coming back to center, rocking yourself forward, removing the block if you used it, and finding yourself to a tabletop position. Once you're in your tabletop position, your palms are under your shoulders, your knees are under the hips. From there, extend that right leg out behind you. The toes are pointing down. Your hip will want to lift a little bit higher than the left because it's a little bit easier that way. So try to drop the hips so that they're square and then lift from the right hamstring. What often happens with that is the belly's going to drop, so try to activate the core, hugging the belly up towards the spine, keeping the spine long, the gaze is down. Shift slightly to the right palm to try to equalize the distribution. Take a full breath in and a long breath out. Using that left shin for stability to extend the left arm out in front of you, the palm up, palm down or thumb up. Take a full breath in and a long breath out. Another full inhale. And as you exhale, bring the elbow towards the knee, curling the spine, tucking the chin. Breathing in, re-extend. Breathing out, making connection. One more time, lengthen, maybe lift the heart slightly with the gaze. Exhale, coming together. Final extension as you inhale. And returning to all fours with the exhale. Cow and cat, let the hands drive towards the knees as the belly drops in the tail and gaze lift. Press into the mat. Curl the spine, tuck the chin, maybe even sink back slightly towards the heels. One more time. Then the elbows come forward to a cow pose. And the spine curls, chin tucks, hips sink. Returning back to your stable tabletop position, using that right shin as you extend the left leg out behind. Same variations here, trying to keep the hips square because sometimes we want to open that left hip and then lift from the hamstrings. Shift to the left hand. Think of a strong core here, toes pointing down. Take a full breath in, long breath out. Another full inhale and an exhale. Right arm extends out in front, palm down or thumb up. Shoulders still engaged in the socket. A full breath in and a long exhale out. Long inhale. And the knee comes towards the elbow, the spine curls, the chin tucks. Lengthen as you breathe in. Connecting as you breathe out. Breathing in. And connection. Final extension as you inhale, maybe the heart lifts. and return back to your tabletop position. 3 rounds of cow and cat. Let the breath be long. Let the inhale flow to the exhale. Add any other movements that might feel good in your cow and cat, whether it's a reversal of the fingers, whether it's some hip circles, and finding that final exhale here. Returning to a neutral spine and returning the fingers back to the front of the mat. Walk the hands about a handprint ahead. Really press into the pointer finger and into the thumbs as you tuck the toes underneath behind you, and first sink the hips back towards the heels. Maybe the biceps come along the ears as the gaze goes to the toes. Taking long breaths in, long breaths out. Another inhale and exhale. Before you transition to downward dog, try to keep the upper body somewhat the same, and maybe just lift the knees, eventually the hips, and the legs won't completely lengthen for your first down dog. You'll keep a micro bend in both knees, and then maybe play with a little bit of movement. Releasing the head and neck, left and right. Taking a full breath in, and a long breath out. Finding stillness in your downward facing dog, pressing deep into both knees, and really seeing if you can get your heart center towards the thighs. See how long you can make that upper body. Once you're there, maintain the length of the upper body. Take a full breath in, and re-extend those legs without the upper body moving. This is your downward facing dog. Take a breath in, and a long breath out. Tippy toes as you inhale, look forward, bend the knees, and walk to a ragdoll pose at the top of your mat. The feet are about hips width apart, the knees are bent, the upper body hangs heavy. Maybe take opposite elbows, interlace fingers to the base of the skull, or your hand towel, each hand to the base of the skull. Whatever works for you, trying to really release into the upper body as it lowers down, keeping knees bent to protect the hamstring that might not be warmed up. Take a long inhale in, and release whatever binding you took as you guide the toes to touch. The fingertips come to the shins or out on the blocks. As you breathe in, find a flat back. As you breathe out, forward fold. 2 more times. Breathe in, lift up, body weight slightly forward. Breathe out, fold over. Final time. Breathe in, lift up, and breathe out, forward fold. Continue micro bend in the knees as you rise up to a mountain pose, letting the shoulders relax back and down, palms to the top of your mat. Inhale, expand your mouth and lift the heart, bring the palms together. As you exhale, move through center and forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. As you breathe out, bend the knees, plant the palms, and step the legs back to a plank pose. Take a full breath in, rock the body weight forward. Take a full breath out, rock the body weight back. Another time, rocking forward, and then rocking back. Bring the shoulders over the wrists, hold here, full breath in. Long breath out. Another inhale, and press the mat away, downward facing dog. Long breath in, and a long exhale out. Tippy toes as you breathe in, bend the knees, look forward, step or float to the front of your mat. Lengthen the spine on your inhale, and forward fold. A micro bend in the knees, reverse forward bend those arms all the way up, open the heart, palms to touch. Move through center, bend the knees through heart center, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. As you breathe out, opposite leg steps back to your plank pose. Let the knees tuck down to the mat, spin the elbow creases forward, shoelace parts of the feet, take a full breath in, and nice and slow, Bending into the elbows along the side body. We're still lowering down. Eventually, finding the chest and the belly meeting at the same time. The hands are cool. Breathe in, lift the heart. Baby cobra, press into the feet. Take a full breath in. And a long breath out. Lift the palms, breathe in. And breathe out. Extend the arms to a T, breathe in. And breathe out. Extend the arms behind you, palms down, breathe in. And breathe out. Reversing your way back, arms to a T, breathe in. And breathe out. Hands covering the other shoulders, breathe in. And breathe out. Palms back to the mat, breathe in. And relax to your right. Press yourself up to either modified plank, plank pose, or tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Long inhale through the nose, and a long exhale. Breathing in the right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. See if you can look to those right toes if they're pointing down. Same thing as the beginning of class, where we're trying to keep the hips square. Just squaring the hips is going to deeply strengthen, or rather lengthen, the left leg. So you'll feel a stretch in the calf and the hamstring. Maybe lift to the ball of the left foot, breathing in. As you breathe out, rock the body weight forward. Bring the knee towards the nose. Curl the spine, tuck the chin. Breathe in, re-extend, three-legged dog. Breathe out, right knee towards the right elbow. Flex the toes to the side of your mat. Inhale, re-extend. And exhale to a low lunge. Once you find yourself to the lunge, switch the left knee back, then down to the mat. Keep the fingertips tense, or find blocks to frame the foot. Making sure that right knee is over the right ankle. Take a full breath in. And a long exhale out. The hands come to blocks if you have them on the medium level. Just to lift the torso a little bit more off the thigh. Hug the belly in. Final breath in. And a breath out. Press into the sole of the right foot towards the left shin towards the right foot, and bring the arms to the sky. Let the shoulder blades relax into the sockets. Take a full breath in. Open T-twist. Left arm comes forward, right arm comes back. Once you're here, the gaze could come to the side. It might stay out in front. Depends on what works for you. Just know that the legs are what gives you stability as we're here for 3, 4, 2. Another full breath in. And a breath out. The arms come forward and up, breathe in. And the hands reframe the foot. Tuck the back toes under. Step the left foot up to meet the right. Fingertips to the shins, flat back. And forward fold. Keep the toes together, let the heels go apart. If you have any low back pain, you might widen the feet and hips width as you find Utkatasana, chair pose. You're bending those knees, sinking the hips into your imaginary yogi chair. Try to keep the knees over the ankles, which is going to lift the tailbone slightly. And that might make you angle a little bit more, and that's okay. Taking 3 rounds of breath. Let the arms cast up. Then bring the left arm under the right. Give yourself a hug. Try to reach for the inside of your shoulder blades as you lift the elbows. 2 rounds of breath. Bring it into the back side of the lungs. Final inhale. And forward fold. Releasing the bind with the arms, letting them come to the ground. Halfway lift as you breathe in. And as you exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms. Step back to the plank pose. Option to tap the knees down or keep them lifted. If they're lifted, rock forward. As you exhale, lower all the way to your mat. Once you're here, Lift the heart, press into the feet, lift the hands. Extend to a T, breathe in. Extend behind you, breathe out. Breathe in, arms to a T. Breathe out, hands hard. Breathe in, hands back to the mat. And relax to the floor. Again, toes tucked, maybe modified or full plank. And downward facing dog, exhale. A full breath in. And a long breath out. The toes are together, the left leg extends to the sky. Keep those hips square, the toes pointing down. Take a look back. Maybe find your heel of the right foot towards the mat. That will deepen the calf and the hamstring stretch. Or lift onto the ball of that foot. Press more into the hands. Take a breath in. Body rocks forward, shoulders over the wrists. Knee towards the chest. Curl the spine, tuck the chin. Inhale, re-extend. And exhale, left knee, left elbow, flex the toes to the side of your mat. Inhale, re-extend. And with control, low lunge. Once you're here, scooch that right knee back, then down to the mat, shoelace part of the foot. The sound is picking up elsewhere. Can you not hear me? Sorry, I just got Jen's text. The sound is picking up somewhere else. We're gonna pause. I bet you I know what happened. Oh, internal speaker, microphone. I don't know if I can change that. Echoing. You know what? It's never a dull moment with this technology stuff. What about now? Better now? Change it to a different setting, but I don't know if that does anything. That's from Jen, I love yelling. All right. Well, I guess we'll just see if I yell, then it's okay. Well, sorry, people. I guess that's the joys of this annoying. So yeah, there's an echo. I apologize. I guess if I had a headset or something, maybe it'd be better, but I don't. All right, so where were we? We were just in a low lunge with the left foot forward, the back knee is down. We're tenting the fingertips, we're lifting the gaze to the front of the mat. And we're here just for a round of breath as the left knee is over the ankle. Take a full breath in and a long breath out. Maybe the hands come to blocks if you did so on the other side for another breath in. Just to lift the torso a little bit more off of the thigh. From here, the arms extend to the sky. Try to settle into that left hip, right hip flexor, shoulders relax. Take a full breath in and twisting to the left. The right arm comes forward, the left arm comes back. The gaze could stay forward. The gaze could come to the side, wherever it is. You're here for 3, for 2. Another full breath in and a breath out. The arms come forward and up as you inhale. And the hands frame the foot, the back toes tuck, the knee lifts. Step up to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Toes touch, heels apart, bend the knees, sink the hips, chair pose. Take a full inhale in. Sink deeper, breathing out. Another full inhale. And cactus those arms. The right arm comes underneath the left this time. You're just giving yourself a hug. Finding the insides of the shoulder blades, lifting the elbows, taking 2 more rounds of breath. Another full breath in. And forward fold. Breathing out. Releasing those arms. Finding a halfway lift. And stepping back, plank pose. Once you're here in plank pose, you can tap the knees down or keep them lifted. Take a full breath in. And this time, option to stop halfway for chaturanga. If you went there, you can shine the heart for a full cobra. Maybe a lift of the thighs for up dog. Take another inhale in. And press the mat away. Downward facing dog. Long inhale in. And a long exhale out. Another full breath. And exhale. The toes come together, the right leg lifts as you breathe in. Right knee towards the right elbow, flex the foot, breathe out. Inhale, re-extend. Right knee, left elbow, twist. Inhale, extend. And low lunge with the breath out. We're going to keep the back knee lifted this time with the fingertips hover for stability, for the activation. The spine is long. Take a full breath in. And a long breath out. Arms come forward and up as you inhale. Sinking a little bit deeper as you exhale. Hook the thumbs. Just perhaps notice what thumb is in front. Pull the thumbs apart. Keep the biceps along the ears. And begin to lift the heart and the gaze. Sink deeper as you lift the heart higher. Holding here for 3, for 2. Another breath in and out. Move through center as you inhale. And as you exhale, warrior 2. The right knee is over the ankle still. Flip the front palm, reach up and back. Wrap the left arm behind. Stay for the exhale. Come up to stand as you breathe in. Reach forward and find the forearms to the right thigh. Left arm to the sky for side angle pose. Option to let that right arm hang to the inside of that right leg. Recognizing the symmetry between the elbow to the wrist and the knee to the ankle. Gaze to the sky. Use that leg and arm pressing together to spin the heart more. Holding for 3, for 2. Another full breath in. And a breath out. From here, let that left hand come down, spin onto the ball of the back foot, reframe the foot, and let the left knee come down to the mat. Plant the left hand, bring that right hand above the knee, and let the hip open as you sink towards the left. Take a full breath in, and a long breath out. Option here, if you have the flexibility, you might find a bend into that back knee. Just finding the bend will give you a deep quad stretch on the left side. Maybe you reach back with the right hand. Take a full breath in and out here. And releasing the stretch on the quad, getting that right knee back over the ankle. From here, tented fingertips, heart lifted. Breathe in, the arms to the sky. And open T twist, breathing out. From here, option to stay with your open T twist, or bring that right palm to the left thigh, flip the left palm, reach up and back for a little bit of a heart opener, left side body stretch, kind of a twist of 2. Breathing for 3, for 2, another full breath in, and out. Coming back up to an open T, then the arms to the sky, and the hands to frame the foot. Back toe tucks, knee lifts, right leg steps back, plank pose. Moving through your vinyasa, rocking forward if the knees are lifted, lower in half or all the way. Shining the heart, cobra, baby cobra, or up dog. Downward facing dog. Breathing out. 2 rounds of breath here. Another full inhale in. And a long exhale out. From here, the toes come together behind you. The left leg lifts. Left knee towards the left elbow. Flex the toes. Inhale, re-extend. Left knee to right elbow, twisting. Inhale, re-extend. And low lunge, bringing the foot between the hands, knee over the ankle. Find stability in the ball of the back foot. Let those fingertips hover. Take a full round of breath in. And a breath out. Arms come forward and up. Crescent lunge. Sink deep with the exhale. A full breath in. And a long exhale out. Bring the thumbs together. Opposite thumb in front. This time pull the thumbs apart. Biceps along the ears. Begin to lift the heart and the gaze. Sink deeper as you lift up more. Breathing for 3. For 2. Final breath in. And out. Moving through center, release the thumbs. Open up. Warrior 2. Again, front knee ideally over the ankle, maybe less, but never more. Back toes turned in slightly. Gaze over that front middle finger. Flip the front palm, follow the finger up and back. Maybe wrap the right arm behind the back, save for the exhale. Come up to stand. Begin to reach, reach, reach forward. Find the forearm to the thigh, right arm to the sky, or let that arm hang as you spin the heart up, pressing the left hip towards your left big toe, and your chin maybe to your shoulder. Holding for 3, for 2, another full breath in, and out. From here, final inhale, and the right hand comes down, begin to frame the foot, find the ball of the back foot. Let the right knee tap back down to the mat, shoelace part of the foot. Plant the right hand, left hand above the knee. Take a full breath in. Let that knee open as you sink towards the right. Take a full breath in. And a long breath out. If you found the quad stretch on the other side, finding a bend into that knee. Maybe reaching back with the left hand. Taking 2 rounds of breath. Another breath in. And out. Releasing that bind. Bringing the shin back to the mat. Left knee back over the ankle. And arms to the sky. Take a full breath in. Open T-twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. Left palm to the right thigh, flip the front palm, reach up and back. Use the grounding of the legs to keep you stable. Breathing for 3, for 2. Another breath in and out. Coming back up to an open T-twist. Arms to the sky, breathe in. And frame the foot on the exhale. Tuck the back toes under, lift the knees, step the left leg back. Plank pose, vinyasa, rock forward, inhale. Lower half or all the way. Breathe in to open that heart. Roll over the toes, down dog, exhale. Breathing in. Let the mouth open and breathe out. Do that one more time. Try to lengthen the inhale. Mouth opens, lengthen the exhale. Normal Ujjayi breath in and out of the nose. Constriction on the throat. Making that breath audible. Another full inhale. And an exhale. From here, final breath in. And walk the hands back towards the feet with the breath out. Guide the toes together. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Micro bend in the knee, reverse swan dive those arms up to the sky, open the heart, palms to touch. As you exhale, hands to prayer. We're going to find ourselves to a warrior 3 pose. You have the option to keep the hands to prayer or to re-extend them to the sky with interlaced fingers, trigger finger released. Whatever works for you. Step the right foot forward. Micro bend in that standing leg as you lift the left. Try to keep the hips square as you lift that left hamstring higher, capital T. Breathing here for 3, for 2. Full breath in and a breath out. Bend into the standing leg. Bring that left knee, left foot rather onto an imaginary stool. Hands return to prayer if they're not already. Left ankle crosses over the right knee. Take a full breath in. Begin to sink down to a standing pigeon pose. The heart stays lifted. Hands could come to blocks or might stay in prayer. Try to sink real deep. Also the option, if you have it in your practice, to either have a flying pigeon or maybe play with a twist towards the right. Lovely. Taking 2 more rounds of breath wherever you are. Coming back to center, breathing in. Roll your way up the way you came down. Left foot onto your stool. Step forward. Right foot onto your stool. Open up for tree pose. Sole of the foot finds the calf or lift to the inner thigh. Wherever you are, try to use that big left toe. Grow the spine a little bit taller and longer. Let the shoulders relax. Maybe extend that prayer to the sky. Let the palms open up. Maybe lift the heart and the gaze, holding for 3, for 2. Another full breath in. Hands back to prayer. Breathing out. Right foot onto your stool. And as you breathe out, right foot meets the left. Extend your prayer, open the heart. Swan dive, forward fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Widen the feet, hips width, let the toes turn out. Sink the hips down. Malasana pose. Squat pose. Try to keep a lift sinks down. And maybe find your seat to blocks if you're one that the heels lift. It depends on every body as to what variation you take. Just try to press the knees to the outer elbows to the knees, heart open, thumbs to the sternum. Breathing for 3, for 2, and 1. If you're a yogi that has a transition to crow, then chaturanga, by all means, finding that variation. Otherwise, the palms plant, the legs lengthen, the toes return to touch. Halfway lift, breathe in, bend the knees, plant the palms, plank pose. Knees down or up, elbow creases forward, exhale to the mat or chaturanga. Cobra, baby cobra, or up dog, shoulders relax, hips sink. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take a long breath in and a long breath out. One more inhale and exhale. Right leg extends to the sky as you breathe in. Right knee to the left elbow, rock forward, extend that right leg. Find the heel of the back foot dropping, ball and triangle. Press into the right hand to lift the left. Hips are lifting, breathing for 3, for 2, and a full breath in. Left arm comes back down, 3-legged dog, inhale. And low lunge, exhale. Stability in the ball of the back foot. Breathe in, crescent lunge. Sink deeper, breathe out. Final open T twist here, inhale. Left arm forward, right arm back. So from here, you have the choice to stay with that open T or take one final heart opener. Right palm to the left thigh, flip the front palm, reach up and back. You're here for 3, for 2, another full breath in and out. Coming back up to an open T, breathe in, the arms to the sky, and breathe out, frame the foot. Drop the left knee, either find a lizard pose or walk the right foot to the left, drop the right shin, frame the foot or the shin with tented fingers as you scooch the left knee back, maybe slide a block underneath that right thigh. Take a full breath in, keeping the foot flexed, come down to forearms. The gaze stays out in front as we drive the forearms to the shin to lengthen the spine, tuck the chin, and then settle down. Here, half pigeon pose. Thinking here, now, through your mantra, through meditation, may you know love, may you be at peace, may you have patience, may you give more than you feel the need to receive, may you live a life of ease. This is a challenging pose now, thinking of someone who challenges you. May they know love, may they be at peace, may they have patience and give more than they feel the need to receive, and may they live a life of ease. A full breath in, and a long breath out. Coming back to center, planting those palms, tucking the back toes under, to find yourself slowly to a downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet, pressing the upper body longer, keeping a bend in the knees if you need to. Full breath in, and the hands walk back to the feet. Swan dive, those arms up to the sky, open the heart, and hands to prayer position. Option to keep the prayer right where it is, or re-extend the prayer, find interlaced fingers the awkward way, shoulders engaged into the sockets, the left leg steps forward, micro bend into that standing leg as you lift the right. Maybe that micro bend never leaves. Maybe you can work on pressing into that left toe. Breathing for 3, or 2. Another full breath in. Your breath in brings you up to stand, hands to prayer. Left right ankle over the left knee, full inhale. And bend into that standing leg, finding yourself to your standing pigeon, keeping that right foot flexed. You're here for 5, for 4. If you want to find flying pigeon or the twist, 3 more rounds of breath. 2 more rounds of breath. Final breath in and out. Coming up the way you came down, right foot up to that stool. This is my bad ankle. Step the right foot forward, left foot onto the stool, and open up to your tree pose. Maybe finding the calf at first, or eventually finding a lift, using the hand to get there, pressing the thigh to the sole of the foot, sole of the foot to the thigh, lengthen the spine, use that big right toe, shoulders relax. Prayer extends, palms open, knees and heart center lift, optional, breathing for 3, for 2, another full breath in, and your hands return back to prayer. Left foot back onto your stool, and then allow it to meet the right. Extend your prayer, open the heart, and swan dive forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Bend the knees, point the palms, step or shoot. Back to bend elbows or ride the exhale down. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Long breath out. Left leg lifts to the sky as you inhale. Left knee to the right elbow. Extend that leg, drop the back ankle, and reach the right arm up. Fallen triangle. Breathing in for 3, for 2. Another full breath in. And palm comes down, left leg re-extends. And low lunge with the breath out. Stability in the ball of the back foot. Crescent lunge, inhale up. Sink a little bit deeper, breathe out. Full inhale. And as you exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Maybe staying here, or left palm right thigh, front palm flips. Reach up and back. 3 rounds of breath. Coming back up, open to twist. Arms to the sky. And frame that foot. Drop the right knee. Begin to walk the left foot to the right. Finding yourself to your half pigeon. Scooching that right knee more back. Shoelace part of that back foot. Tangent fingers, breathe in. And forearms, breathing out. Forearms drive towards the shin. And then settling in to your half pigeon pose. Blocks, of course, can be used. Your shin may not be parallel with the top of the mat, most likely it's not, and that's okay. This is an outer hip stretch, so you should be feeling this in the outer left hip. Never too much on the knee. If it is too much on the knee, you can pretty much do the same exact variation just on your back. May you feel love. May you be at peace. May you have patience. May you give more than you feel the need to receive. May you live a life of peace. Directing it to someone you care about. May they know love. May they be at peace. May they have patience. May they give more than they feel the need to receive and live a life of peace. Final breath in and a long breath out. Guiding yourself back to palms, back toes tucked. Left leg steps back, nice and gentle to a downward facing dog. Any adjustments, counter poses that feel good. Taking another full breath in and a long breath out. From here, rolling forward to a plank pose. Keeping the belly lifted, keeping the shoulders over the wrists. The hips may be lifting just slightly to be aligned with the shoulders. A full breath in and a long breath out. Rock forward to the tippy toes and slowly count of 10, your 10, lower all the way to your mat. The thighs and the chest ideally are the same point. Feel as part of the feet. Lift the heart. Lift the hands. Extend the arms to a T. Extend them behind you. Either take a towel or interlace fingers to slide the shoulder blades together. To lift the palms and maybe lift the legs. Locust down, locust pose. Breathe in for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Final breath in and relax to a cheek. Arms and heels all open. And take 3 long inhales and exhales to slow down the heart. All through the nose. Bringing your chin back to center. Finding the knees bent behind you. Option to take a down locust as we just did. Or if you'd rather for a bow pose, you find a bend into those knees. Reach back for the tops of the feet. Or for the ankles. If the knees widen more than hips width, then you want to stick with back locust because otherwise your knees could be at risk. Flex the feet. And when you're ready, kick the feet into the hands to lift the heart. The thighs or the quads rather are still in contact with the mat. Maybe you stay here or you kick the feet up to the sky to lift the quads. For 5, for 4, relax down. Keep those knees bent. We'll bring the palms stacked on top of each other under the forehead. And windshield wipe those feet side to side, letting the hips lift. From here, let the legs relax down. Extend the right arm out to the side, palm facing down. Find a block if you have it for underneath your ear. Once you're there, bring it to the left knee. Reach that left knee up and over, finding the sole of the foot. And the other fingers might tempt for stability. Or maybe the left arm reaches up and back. In some cases, depending on your flexibility, you might find a bend into that right knee and find connection to the ankle. But if it takes away from the twist or the shoulder over, find whatever variation works for you. Breath in and out. Coming back to center, switching cheeks. Bringing the right tented fingertips in, left arm out to the other side, palm down, bend into the right knee, reach up and back. Maybe you stay right here, or you reach that right arm and drop it behind you. And again, the option to find a bend into the long leg in between the bent knee and maybe a quad stretch. I personally like the leg long. I like to press the inner right foot into the back of the left knee for a little bit of leverage. Some people can actually get a bind with those fingertips. I don't know how. It's not me. Bring that right arm back up, find tented fingertips just to slowly and cautiously find your way back to center. From here, bring the forearms underneath the shoulders, or the elbows rather, underneath the shoulders, the palms out in front. Tucking the toes just to be able to reset the legs and to kind of rest on the pelvic bone, and then let the shoelace part of the feet return. Press into the shoelace part of the feet to lift the kneecaps, and from here begin to slide or shift the heart forward, forearms back, and envision that you're lifting the belly button off of the floor. Shoulder blades are sliding together behind you for Sphinx pose for 3, 4, 2. Final breath in and out. From here, bring the elbows out, palms back near the shoulders. Press yourself up. Bring the knees a little bit closer. Keep them together. Keep the ankles together. Sink the hips back towards the heels. Tuck the chin real deep. Pick up the top of the head to the mat. Arms along the side body. Embryo pose. A variation of child's pose. Not only a counter pose on the spine, but a counter pose on the neck as well. Breathing here. More real breath. Another breath in and out. The palms come back as you lift yourself upright, falling to whatever side feels good, extending the legs out in front, finding your blocks, and then extending the legs long. The toes come towards you, the arms extend to the sky. Option to bring a block in between the feet to keep the feet hips width, and begin to hinge forward finding a seated forward fold. Try to keep the legs nice and long and straight, the toes towards you. The heart lifts on your inhale. You're lengthening and folding over a little bit longer and deeper with your exhale. 3 more rounds of breath. Maybe turning the corners of your mouth slightly up. Final breath in. From here, finding yourself back upright, removing the block, bending into the knees, and shifting yourself forward as you lower down onto the spine. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Hold on to that right knee, extend the left leg long. Use a block on the left side of your mat as you cross the right knee over the body. Find that block with the knee as you extend the right arm to the other side. Gaze to the right fingers, breathing for 3, 4, 2. Final breath in and out. Coming back to center, hugging both knees in to reset the spine. Holding onto the left knee, extending the right leg long, finding that block on the other side. Crossing the knee to find that block, and extending the left arm and the gaze. Two more rounds of breath. Coming back to center, hug those knees in towards the chest, and then relax the soles of the feet to the mat. Take a block, lift those hips, and place that block underneath the sacrum on the lowest level. If you have a wall and you'd rather put your legs up the wall, that's an option. For Viparita Karani, waterfall pose. It doesn't matter whether the legs are straight or bent, whether they're pointed or flexed. Just simply letting the eyes close, maybe even draping the towel over your eyes so that you can achieve a little bit of darkness as we prepare for our final resting pose, Shavasana. Taking at least 5 more rounds of breath here in your restorative inversion. You might even feel the toes begin to tingle. If you feel like you can maintain stillness here for Shavasana for your final resting pose, and you can stay. Otherwise, in the next couple rounds of breath, lowering down to a Shavasana. Taking a final breath in and a breath out the mouth. and to introduce some movement. Moving the fingers, the toes. The legs are still long to the sky, letting them lower down. Ankles and the wrists, rotations. The legs come closer together, the arms come up and overhead, full body stretch. I'll hug those knees back into heart center. And eventually, back to your comfortable seat. Once you arrive, bringing your hands back to prayer, letting the eyes remain closed. As you repeat those words directed towards yourself, directed towards someone you care about, or even someone you challenge or challenges you, knowing that you can do the same thing off the mat, whether you are next to them during the holidays, physically or not. May you know love. May you be at peace. May you have patience. May you give more than you feel the need to receive, and may you live a life of ease. Allow your prayer to rise to your forehead, your third eye. The light and the love within me honor and bow to the same within you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Sorry for the sound quality and the echo. Apparently my laptop isn't good at this. So living and learning since my iPad has disappeared. And hopefully by next time, which will probably be not next year, I'll see you again before the new year. Have a great holiday.